Today we are going to be at Campbell Street Oval. Today is the 24th of February 2018 and we are about to watch round 11 of the G4, which means it's the final round of the home and away season between Diamond Creek and the Research Eltham Collegians. And I, Chukka Wilson, in charge of Channel 8, welcome you to this broadcast. Ball one of this game. Comes into bowl and tries to defend it, and he gets it on his toes. And it's over the heads of the fielders in square leg and mid wicket, and it's going down. And it's four runs to start this game off. Very nice. Comes into bowl. And whoa, left to the right hander on the fence. Comes into bowl. Oh, very good ball. Moving and his body weight through the shot properly. Comes into bowl. And it's an inside edge onto the torso, onto the wrist there. Very strong stance for the leg side play. And oh, it's a hit him on the helmet to the crease. Comes into bowl. And it's a top edge. It's a big slog across the line. It's a top edge and it's gone down to the third man region and it's four. Another four here. Very edgy. And it's gone. Comes into bowl. Oh, what a ball. Seems to bounce off this. Comes into bowl and pulls it, and it's over the head of the mid wicket region, and it's four, and we're just into the third over here. And comes into bowl, it's an outside edge and it goes down to the third man region, and it's going, and it's four, and it goes into. Comes into bowl, and it's a full toss, and it's a low full toss, and it's driven, it beats the fielder at mid-off, and it's racing away. Very fast ground, very fast, and it's four, and it goes down into and it's a swipe across the line, and it's going, and it's, what does the umpire say? And the umpire says six. Wow, an ugly slog shot across green out there. It's that sort of very dry yellowy green. Comes into bowl, and it's a top edge, and it goes down to the third man, the third man region. Oh, actually, the third boundary, one outside edge and two top edges we've seen. So, comes into bowl, and down the leg side, and that's four. And what does the umpire say? Comes into bowl, and it's a top edge. And gone down to fine leg, and they've stumbled about, and they're just going to get the one from the Watkins end. Comes into bowl, and it's a wild whoosh. Comes into bowl, and oh, play to miss. As soon as he hits that short, comes into bowl, and whoa, wild pull shot, and it goes down to the mid-on region. And they're able to steal a single, so nothing to interfere with play. Comes into bowl. And it's cut. And it goes down into the backward point region, and it's 4 runs. Great four there. Comes into bowl. And defends it. And an appeal for LBW, but... And they're going off because of the rain. The rain is too intense right now. So everyone has been suspended here at Campbell Street Oval. The Weather Bureau said that there would be rain on the way, and the Weather Bureau was correct. And comes into bowl and leaves it alone. Welcome back. We've started play again. Comes into bowl and plays the cut shot and misses. So the rain has started to come down quite heavy now. I think they might have come back onto play prematurely, and they're walking off again. And This is rather bemusing now. It's gone from a tragedy to a farce. Diamond Creek's hopes of getting into the finals are slipping away minutes now. Time has passed since we had that second break for rain interruption, and so now we're about to begin the third attempt at having play here. The players are... and comes into bowl. And it's an outside edge, and it goes down to the third man region. And he picks it up, and they get one. Comes into bowl. And it's an outside edge, and it goes down to third man. So they get another one off. Alright. Comes into bowl. And it's a wild hoosh. And that's 4. Comes into bowl. And laying a miss. Comes into bowl. And it's an inside edge. Let go. Comes into bowl. And playing a miss. That's a maiden. End of the order. Oh, and comes into bowl, and a big whoosh, and it's a no ball. Comes into bowl, and gone down to the long leg region. 1. Comes into bowl. And it's a wild swing. The ball. And comes into bowl. And hit on the pads. And got ball. Long on the fence. And then a mid-wicket saving one. Comes into bowl. And it's a wild swing and it misses. Comes into bowl. And drives it. And it goes over the head of the bowler. And it's going to go down to long on. And they're happy with 1. Comes into bowl and drives it, and it goes to mid off for 1. Comes into bowl, and it's a big swish, and it goes down into the mid wicket, and 6 down to the square leg boundary. And comes into bowl, and pulls it, and it goes down to the mid wicket area. And they get 2 there for the right arm fast medium bowler to bowl to Connie Bear. And tries to defend it, but the ball was way away over. Comes into bowl. And pulls it. And it's 6 more. 6 more. Now going back over to the... Alright. Comes into bowl. And pulls it. And goes to the square leg fielder for a dot ball. Comes into bowl and pulls it or slogs it, and it's 6. Wait, 4. Comes into bowl, and it's a big slog, and it goes, and they failed to take that catch. We're not sure what went wrong there. The fielder seemed to misjudge it. Comes into bowl and tries to play it down the leg side and can't. So another dot ball there. Comes into bowl and pulls it. And that's 4 more. Wet if you go from under the out from under the covers, and it's an inside edge, and it goes down to the fine leg fielder. Right arm fast medium, and just the continuing his opening spell. Comes to bowl, and hits his body. Comes into bowl, And it's a top edge, and it goes down to the third man region. It goes over the head of the slip fielder, and the third man fielder has to run around and so chase it. Bear on strike. Comes into bowl. And drives it. And it goes into the deep cover area. And 4. So this is the 19th over now. Comes into bowl. And swing and a miss. He releases the ball. Comes into bowl. And that's another seam up. Comes into bowl. And works onto the leg side. And they're going to get 2 there. 2 runs. Aggressive running and some bad fielding, and they're going to get a third. Overthrows. Some bad stuff there. Comes into bowl and leaves it alone, and that's the end. Comes into bowl and it hits the body. Comes into bowl and misses it again. On the offside, so it's a 4-5 field. All the defensive fielders are on the leg side. And it's a big slog down to long on. And they'll just get the 1 run there. So it's still no wickets down, and it's the 21st over. Comes into bowl and cuts it, and it goes down into the deep point region, and no one is there. It's 4 more, and it goes again into that little alleyway, and mid wicket are saving 1, and there's also boundary riders and mid wicket and square leg, and cut, and 4 more. So that's it, half century there for Sexton. What an unbelievable performance. Comes into bowl and drives it, and they're going to steal a quick single. The fielder at mid-on is leg spin bowling. Comes into bowl. And 4 more. It's gone down, all the way down to the car park. And that's another half century, this time to Connie Bear. So, wonderful, wonderful batting by. Comes into bowl. And it's a big slog, and it goes down to the deep, and the mid-on, long-on fielder picks it up, and he throws it in. And 4 more. Comes into bowl. And 4 more. Unable to secure it. And it goes. Comes into bowl. And they've given him what's the decision? Oh, wait. No. Alright. Medium pace bowler. Let's have a look. Comes into bowl. And it is right arm medium, and it's cut. And it goes into the deep. And it's 4 more. So. Comes into bowl. And it's cut. And it's the same thing. Wait, no, he secures it. So they get 1 to go for it. Let's see if he is tempted to do such a thing. And he plays it into the leg side, and the fielder has to chase it, and the fielder can't make it. It's 4 more. Another boundary. This is. Comes into bowl. And it's pulled out into the deep mid-wicket area, and it's 4. 4 more, misfield. And players are walking off. The drinks the lunch break has been taken, and the players are starting to wander back onto the field. Spinner is to bowl. Comes into bowl, and it's a big loopy ball, and it's a played slog swept, and they're gonna just get two runs there. Watkins end, leg spin, comes into bowl, and it's a big slog, and it's over the head, and it's 6. Wow, continuing on right from where he left off. 6. His big torso and his big arms launch that ball for 6. And tries to play a cut shot, but the 24th over. We'll just have to wait to see how long. And tries to have a big slog sweep, but misses it. Comes into bowl. And a big slog sweep. And not the best fielding there, but they get 1. Comes into bowl. You're short of a lens balls. Comes into bowl and pulled 4. And it's a top edge, and it goes down to the third man region. It's straight over the keeper's head. They've gotten 1, and they're just happy with the 1. And they're conceding the 5 runs off it so far. Comes into bowl and tries to play a big swing shot, and then after the 20th over, comes into bowl, and it's a big slog sweep into the area, and it's 6. So gonna have to field that somewhere, and it's right down there. Comes into bowl, and oh, keeper doesn't take it cleanly. And it's a bye. Comes into bowl. And now 4 more. Still going at about 6 runs per over. And cuts it. And 4 more. Comes into bowl. And it's a top edge, and we have no idea where it went, but it did not go to hand because he continues going forward. Comes into bowl. And no, not a stumping again. So we've seen a few times. And he comes into bowl. And it's a big top edge. And they can't make it. And it's a bit of a misfield, and they get 1. A nice clean number. Which allows us to talk. And a very big swat goes to long on for the 1 run. And swiled. Whoosh! Into bowl, and big slog, and 6. So was not aware of where the boundary Sexton line was. A bit slow there. Comes into bowl. Very, very bad. Comes into bowl, and it's a top edge down to the fine leg region. The keeper can't get it, the fine leg fielder can't get it, and oh, it's a misfield, and they're gonna get a 2nd. Oh dear. In the background you can hear a child is crying in near the playground area, and I think that the research Eltham Collegians might think of doing something like that as well. Comes into bowl, and it's a big slog. And nearly hits the dog. We are celebrating a couple of dual hundreds here. Means he must be thinking about that 100 and he wants to make sure he doesn't do anything stupid. And Lake cuts it down to the third man region. The third man field has to run around. He does. They get one. For a draw, comes into ball, and Leg glances it, and 100 there for Sexton. Comes into bowl. Oh, wild whoosh. Comes into bowl. And it's up top edge and it goes down to the fine leg region. And it doesn't make it to the boundary, so fine leg has to run around. It's right behind the keeper. Comes into bowl and cuts it. And the fielder runs around. And they're happy with two more. Comes into bowl. And it's a wild, wild shot. Comes into bowl. And drives it. And it goes to... Oh! Oh no, can't stop it! Runs it over right now. And it's a wild whoosh! Comes into bowl. And drives it. And it goes to the backward point region, and it's four more. And it goes. Oh, playing a miss. Comes into ball. Oh, tries to play the late cut but misses. Comes into ball. And tries to play a hook shot but misses. And they've decided to leave the field. The rain is just becoming too much of a hassle, too much of a burden, too problematic. So they're running off now. Well, that is it. Play has officially been abandoned. The game has come to a close for day one, and so there is no more cricket to be played today. We are today at the Campbell Street Oval in Diamond Creek to watch day 2 of the round 11 clash between Diamond Creek and the Research Eltham Collegians. This is the 2017-18 season. This is the G4 grade, and today is the 3rd of March. Ball one. Comes into bowl and down the leg side. Everyone else is saving one, and then there's the one catcher, which is the slip. Comes into bowl. And Sexton is bowled. Well, that was a very big risk. That you have a great, awesome day come last week, and then you just can't. Comes into bowl and defends it. And it's going down to the third man region. They've got one. Over, back. Comes into bowl. And it's an edge down to third man. It's a missed opportunity for the catch, and they've got one. They're going to go for two. And they get two, so comes into bowl. And plays in a miss. Tries to tuck the bat. And Gully, who are the catching. Comes into bowl. And oh, it's an edge down. Missed by the first slip. The diving first slip. Drive to his right. Advance any sort of confidence or aggression thus far today. Comes into bowl and drives it, and it goes into the gap between cover and mid-off, and it beats the running mid-off, and that's 4. Though that is the first. Comes into bowl. Oh, was that an inside edge or not? Comes into bowl. And driven, and again it beats the gap, this time between point and cover, and it dribbles out towards the boundary, and the cover fielder is chasing it. The cover fielder can't make it. It's 4 more. We've got the second. Comes into bowl, and late cuts it, but bottom edge, and it gets not taken cleanly by the slip, and they are able to come back for 2 because the ball went down into the third man region. Everyone's saving 1, and then there's the 2 slips in the gully who are attacking. Comes into bowl. Ooh, plays and a miss through the gate. Fast medium. Comes into bowl. And it's a full toss, it's a low full toss, and it's driven through the gap in extra cover. There's no hope of the cover fielder saving that one. 4, 4, 4. Swings at it off the front foot, looking a bit silly. And it's an outside edge, and this time the second slip fielder dives, and quite a nice little partnership so far. Comes into bowl. Ooh! And that comes into bowl and drives it, and it's in the gap between point and cover, and the cover fielder runs around and she cannot make it. Another boundary. The off stump is just going to feed the gun, and it's a big slog shot, and it is 4, and it's rolling down towards the car park, and it is comes into bowl. And a drive shot, and it beats the fielder at mid-off, and it's racing down the straight hit area, long on area, towards the playground. 4 more, right towards the swings. Comes into bowl. And it's a big slog shot again, and it's 6. A huge 6 near the toilet block area. And the field comes into bowl. And, oh, like that, and they're thinking of, oh, they're going to go get a bye. They do get a bye. It's come out number 3 so far. Been very watchful, very conservative. Whoa, it's an inside edge, and it's going down to the fine leg region, and it's rolling, it's over the diamond field, and the fielder is, the keeper has to be the one who secures it. And another record there for Bradley Conybeare. 150. Quite a monumental feat in just 10 overs. Comes into bowl. And it's a big wild whoosh. So, comes into bowl. Oh, tries to play an aggressive cover drive, but misses. Comes into bowl. Oh, it's a slog sweep, and it's 6, and it slams into the picket fence. Working on the upper arm strength for completing those shots, and it's another one, and it's 4 down to the toilet block area, and the field comes into bowl. Oh, it's an inside edge, and it goes down to the fine leg region. And the keeper has to do most of the running. And 4 more. Comes into bowl. And it's a big slog. And it's over the head of most of the infielders, and the mid-off fielder has to run around, and he could not take that catch. The ball was too far away from him. So comes into bowl. Ooh, and it's a misfield by the keeper, and it's going to be byes, and it's going down to the straight hit area. And they get 2 byes there. And it's a change of the bowling as well. It's the leg spinner. And it's a big slog into... And it's a misfield. They're going to get 2 there. He was not able to take the ball cleanly, square leg and long on. And tries to leg 4 fielders for just the 1 shot. Whoa! You'll very much regret it. There's a huge gap at extra cover and point. Oh, it's a big slog. and it's hit the commentary box of the day's play. Comes into bowl, and it's a top edge, and 2 runs there. So good job for his team. Very proud. Should be very proud of what he's done so far. And he's out. Well, he tried to play a big wild shot and failed to make contact. So that is the end of Whedon, which means comes into bowl and plays it down to the leg side, and there's no one on the fence. And that's 4 runs. And so there go the players walking off. Let's see, 4, 8, 9 runs off that over, which means the score goes to 314. Or is that the declaration? That is the declaration, okay. Was not expecting that. But anyway, well, now we'll just have to see what's going to be happening. Here we go, Diamond Creek are walking onto the field now. Let's just see how everything is going to start. The start of the Research Eltham innings. 215 runs to win. And what do you know? We're in the later parts of the afternoon. It's about 2 o'clock. Here we go, ball 1. And left alone, and a wide. Short, a wide mid-wicket, and a fine leg on the fence. Comes into bowl, and it's pulled down to fine leg, and he's running, he's going to secure it. Very good piece of fielding there, and he throws it in. Comes into bowl. Oh, another Yorker, and it gets hit to the blue sky. Comes into bowl. Whoa! And it's gone down to the third man region, and the first fielder at 4th slip can't chase it down, and the fielder at point is going to chase it down. So they get 2 runs there. Comes into bowl. And it's a full toss, a low full toss, and it's hit straight over the head of the bowler, and it's going down towards the pavilion, and they've secured it. So a couple of runs there. Comes into bowl. And it's worked down to the leg side, and it's gone down to the fine leg region. And they're going to get a second through the misfield. Challenger end. Comes into bowl. Ooh! What was that? Was that off the pad or the back? Comes into bowl. Oh, it's a thick inside edge onto the pads. Game. They don't need to win. Oh, it's cut. And it's over the head of the 2 close fielders, and the fielder at point misfields it, and they're getting out to 2. And they get 2 there. Comes into bowl. Oh! And it's gone! The first wicket has fallen! Leading edge, curved his wrists too early, high up. Here we go. Comes into bowl. Oh, plays the cutter, and it's a wide of the innings. 48 left in the day. Oh, it's a bad full toss, and it's gone down to the fine leg region again. And it's a misfield. And it's 4. Yorkers, he's getting reasonably good length all the time. It's his line that's all off. And it's a late cut down into the third man region. The fielder at gully has to chase it down, and he chases it down near the fence, and they come back for 2. Good shot there. Comes into bowl. And it's pulled. And fine leg is running. Cannot make it. And it's a boundary. And I believe it's the second boundary. Fast. And it's a top edge. A cut shot that goes down to the third man region. They've gotten one. They're going to go for two. They're going for two and they're comfortable for two as the fielder throws it in. So tight field. Whoa! No, I think it was off the toe there. Fine leg on the fence. Comes into bowl. Oh, whoa dear, whoa dear, whoa dear, whoa dear. No ball for... Was that no ball? Doesn't click into place, and he bowls a really shocking ball. And that's on the toes, and it's gone down to the fine leg region. 4 more. The ball's to click. And it's cut, and the fielder at gully cannot stop it, so it's gone down to the backward point region, and point fielder has to secure it, and he eventually throws it in. Coming towards their half century. Comes into bowl. And it's the late cut. And it beats the fielders at gully and point, and it goes down to the backward point region. The two fielders chase it down, and they eventually... Just the two there. Comes into bowl. And it's a sweep. And it's going down into the square leg region. 4 runs. Maybe things are falling apart for Diamond Creek. Comes into bowl. And it's pulled. And it's over the head of the mid-wicket region, and it's 6. Wow. If you can do it, I can do it better. Over of research Eltham's innings. Whoa, that's the stuff. Good length area. Comes into bowl. Whoa. And it's a top edge, and they're not going to be able to take the catch securely, and there's a bit of a fumble, and so they just get the 1 run down to fine leg. Comes into bowl. Oh! End. That's the stuff. Comes into bowl. Oh dear, another full ball. And a wicket! A wicket! Great stuff by Jones. It was a bit dangerous down the leg side. Is the lunch break. So with that, we are halfway through the day's play. We are back. So the lunch break has been had. The players have had their snacks and the beverages, and now we have returned to the middle to see the resumption of play, the second half of the day's play, and the eventual conclusion of the match. Comes into bowl. Whoa! Another leading ball at the crease line. Comes into bowl. And it's pulled and fielded there by the short. Leeson to continue to bowl from the Watkins end. Ooh! Comes into bowl. Ooh! Now that bat's... Comes into bowl. Oh dear. Gone down to the third man region. There's no third man. That cannot be stopped by anyone. 4 runs. Comes into bowl. Oh, cuts it. And the point fielder has to chase it down. They've gotten 2. More control over the length of the ball. As it comes into bowl. And it's gone down to the fine leg region for 4. Himself up in order to play it comfortably. Oh dear. Comes into bowl. Ooh, comes into bowl. Owen drives it. And they're going to go for a quick single. Oh, going onto the fence at square leg. Comes into bowl. And cuts it. And it goes down to the backward point region. And it's 4. But if he just gets that short of a length where you can't drive it, but you can't cut it or pull it, it becomes very dangerous. Oh no, it goes in through the gap in the extra cover region, and that goes for 4 as well. What a great shot there. This comes into bowl. Oh! Comes into bowl. Oh, cut! And it goes through the gap in the point region, and that is 100. That's the 100 up for the Research Eltham Collegians. They've gotten off to a very nice start here. Comes into bowl. Oh, good Yorker. Comes into bowl. Oh dear. Well, that's 4. The maiden is ruined. Gleeson into bowl. Oh! Hits the pads, but comes into bowl. Oh! Runs down. So the best they can play for is a draw. And pulls it, and it's down to the final leg region. Three runs there. Comes into bowl. Cuts it. Oh. Gleeson into bowl. And drives it. And there's going to be runs. Lots of runs. 4 runs. That is a big partnership for the 3rd wicket. Research Eltham are making this as difficult as possible. And 4 more. Comes into bowl and cuts it, and it goes down to the backward point region. The fielder is chasing it. The fielder, no, 4 more. The 30th over of the Research Eltham innings. And oh, it's gone down to the short 3rd man region. They're going to get 1. They're going to go for 2, are they? Yes, they do. Comes into bowl and pulls it. Oh! That was so fast that we could not possibly have picked that up. So a wicket has fallen. So here's the new batsman. And pulls it. And it's going through the gap in the square leg region, and a boundary to get off the mark. Very nicely done there. Oh, pulls it. And a wicket. The number 4 batsman that's caused so much trouble has fallen to a misunderstanding running between the wickets. Here we go, Wilson into bowl. And driven, and it goes through the gap, and the fielder at mid-off has to chase it, and it's 4. Another batsman getting off the mark. Research Eltham's innings. Oh! Oh, Bellingham, what did you do there? There from Jones. Comes into bowl. And oh, the maiden is ruined, and it goes down to the fine leg region for 4. It wasn't a bad. Comes into bowl. And slaps it. Well, I just got back in time for that. Sorry about that, everyone. But everything's been taken care of now. I had to secure... And looks like it's going to be the drinks break. Medium.